What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to this quick review and test drive of this gorgeous 2023 Corvette C8 Stingray. Just want to give a huge thank you again to Leesburg Buick and GMC, especially Caleb on the team. I'll have all their contact information in the description. But I've done a ton of reviews on C8s already. I'll go ahead and link those in the top right-hand corner as well. I don't think the C8 Corvette needs much more of an introduction. Introduced in 2020 as the first mid-engine Corvette, it was a radical departure for the brand and a welcome one. This has been an amazing performer, especially for the value per dollar. This is a 3LT performance car, so it has the active exhaust, 6.2 liter LT2 V8. We can take a quick look at that with 495 horsepower and 470 foot-pounds of torque. 8-speed dual clutch automatic transmission in 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. As you can see, this example is black on black with the contrasting yellow accents. We'll go ahead and take a quick step inside and fire this thing up. You can see 3LT performance package, like I said. So you have the heated and ventilated seats, the heads-up display, fully digital instrument cluster, as well as Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Obviously, this thing sounds absolutely incredible. C8 interior is pretty self-explanatory at this point, but you have the flat top and the flat bottom steering wheel, the aluminum paddle shifters for the 8-speed dual clutch, the fully customizable instrument cluster. You can go through the various menus on this side of the steering wheel for audio, maintenance, options, vehicle info. You can simplify the display. You guys probably also saw the track timer right there, if we can get the 0 to 60 performance timer. Coming over, this is the Chevrolet MyLink. Like I said, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It is a touchscreen and very easy to use. You also have the performance data recorder right here, which will use all the cameras on the car to help you set like a fast lap time and stuff like that. This is the selector for the 8-speed dual clutch. Right now it's in park. To put it in drive, just put your foot on the brake and pull up like so. It's an automatic. If you want to use manual mode, you can press the M right there, and as you can see, you can use the aluminum paddles. You can also put it in reverse like this, and you have the camera system right here with a couple different angles you can choose from to help kind of navigate this thing through a tight parking lot. Put it back in park with the P button right there. Like I showed you guys a second ago, you also have the drive mode selector right here. You can twist it over into the right and it'll put it in sport mode. You'll see the gauge cluster gets a little bit more aggressive. You can also put it in track mode. You'll get one more view on the gauge cluster with kind of a horizontal rev counter there. It's very nice, and the infotainment shows all of the performance data in its maximum setting. This is the row of buttons that they've since gotten rid of in the newest Corvette C8s, but you can see you have all the buttons for the heated and ventilated seats, climate control, fan speed. I really like this. It's unfortunate they got rid of it, but I can see that it's kind of overwhelming and you'd have to kind of know where to look, and you know, it might be a little bit distracting, but nonetheless, you have some cup holders right here, as well as some center console storage. If you go ahead and open that up, you have a couple USB outlets and an auxiliary input. Because this is a 3LT, like I said, you also have the full color heads-up display. You have the options, the menus to go through with this little info button right here. You can see it's a more simplified view. If we keep going through, you can have a live rev counter that looks very good. And I think this is the last view right here with more of a horizontal rev counter in the gear selection. So really cool stuff there. Lastly, you have a frameless rear view mirror and a nicely stitched with leather contrast stitching Alcantara removable roof panel. This actually stores in the trunk. I'm not going to do that today since it's raining a little bit, but the C8 is a Targa technically. You also have some badging for the 70th anniversary of the Corvette from 53 to 2023. Give you guys a better look at that LT2. Like I said, 6.2 liters, 495 horsepower, and 470 foot-pounds of torque. You can see it's all the way down there with the red valve covers, the Corvette right there on the intake manifold. This trunk is also soft closed. You do have a handle to kind of bring it most of the way down, and then you can actually just set it in its first latch setting right there, and it'll finish closing for you. All right, guys, welcome to the inside of the C8 Stingray, and this thing is really refined. Obviously, Corvettes have been pretty daily drivable for the last, forever, honestly, but this thing, I'm surprised at how easy it is to drive. The V8 is quiet. We're in tour mode right now. There's really not too much drama, which is really nice. The brakes also have amazing feel on this. I don't think this car has the Z51 performance package, but I think these brakes are enough. I think they're still the 6-piston front calipers. They're so sensitive. They have such a nice, high grab point on the pedal. Really confidence inspiring. As you guys can see, we put the car in sport mode, and the transmission is razor sharp. This is one of the best implementations of a dual clutch, even downshifts. just instantaneous, and even around town, it's not really, you know, jerky or anything like that. They've done a really good job. I'm pretty sure this is like a ZF dual clutch, but I could be mistaken. It's just really nicely refined and a perfect suit, or perfect partner for that 6.2 liter V8. Doing a little bit of gas. It's not slow, I'll tell you that. I mean, 0 to 60 is in, you know, 2.9 seconds or something like that. You know, that's off a launch with really good weight balance, obviously. Even in the mid-range, this thing is really fast. I know there's the crazy 1,000 horsepower Z01 and, you know, the Z06 that are available now, but to be honest, this is a really nice package. It's almost crazy to think that 500 horsepower is considered slow in today's world, but unfortunately, that's just the world we live in with electric cars and hybrids and everything like that. One of the other things about a mid-engine car that you kind of have to think about is that obviously you can hear all the engine noises from behind you, especially this LT2. I'm not sure if it's the direct injection or anything like that, but I can really pick up on like the high pressure fuel pump or something ticking behind me. I know it's totally normal, but obviously since there's no engine in front of you, you kind of have this weird kind of feeling or hearing noise behind you. You just have to get used to. But the V8, once you get into the higher RPM ranges, really sings. Again, going through the gears here, just a really nice gearbox. The balance feels great as well. I know we're not taking any turns crazy or anything, but you know, you feel like, you know, you have a really nice center of gravity in this thing. The front doesn't feel like too light or anything just because there's no engine. It's really nicely, you know, balanced, and like I said. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick review and test drive of this gorgeous 2023 Corvette C8 Stingray. Once again, huge thank you and shout out again to Leesburg Buick and GMC for allowing me to review this car. I have all their contact information in the description box below. But if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe for a ton of cool content coming very soon. And I'll catch you in the next one.